everyone, today's video I am going to be answering the most asked question that I get, which is how do I edit my videos, or specifically my vlogs. So to start things off, I'll be answering the most frequently asked questions I get about editing. So I use the Fujifilm X-S10 camera with the settings on 4K 60 frames per second, as well as my phone, which is an iPhone 13 Pro Max, also on the 4K 60 frames per second setting. This is how I get smooth and high quality footage most of the time, but before I used to use HD 60 frames per second settings, which works just as well, and on top of that, the file size is smaller. I use my iMac 2021. The software that I use is Final Cut Pro, which I purchased as an add-on to my computer. I used to use iMovie for my earlier videos, but since switching, I found that my editing has improved a lot, but that is probably just because of my existing skill set from using iMovie, which is just a less advanced version of Final Cut Pro. But there are cheaper alternatives to achieve the same results that I do, which brings us to today's sponsor, Filmora Wondershare. It is an easy-to-use video editing software, great for beginners, and experts can also use this as well. It has many features to help you make high-quality videos, including the massive video effects library to make transitions and also use filters. Just choose your desired filters or transitions and drag them onto the imported clips in the timeline. Auto beat sync, which syncs your videos to the beat of the music. Import the clips and music you want to use, and the program will analyze for a beat cut, whether it be for a fast or slow pace montage.
3, 2, 1. Arguing again, arguing about something so simple. Make it clear, tell me why you're running back to him.
Speech to text, which allows you to transcript voice to subtitles in one click. If you want to learn more, check it out, use my link in the description box. Step 1. Editing the videos before exporting. I don't use any set filters on my videos. I actually edit each clip manually using the editing feature in the iPhone photos. When I started adding filters, I just messed around with the adjust settings until I came up with like my regularly used combination, which is -20 exposure, -10 highlights, 20 plus shadows, -10 contrast, +10 brightness, and 20 plus warmth. It gives my videos kind of a cozy vibe to it, which is something that I always try to achieve because I personally like it a lot. Step 2. Importing clips. I use AirDrop when exporting the videos from my phone, and for my camera I use this dock which was gifted to me to import the clips into my computer via AirDrop again. Step 3. Making a rough placement of the clips. Before I even consider doing the intro, I start off with the actual vlog itself. So I gather the clips from my library into the Final Cut Pro timeline per day, which makes it less overwhelming, especially since I film a lot each day for all my vlogs. On average, probably 30 videos. So starting small always makes the work less grueling. I do this until I get all the clips imported to make the video, whether it be for a 40-hour productive study, even up to a week, maybe at times even a month, like my previous vlog. Step 4. Subtitles. I make my own green and blue screens for the subs that I use via Keynote. I made all the facial expressions, which I use with my subs, by doodling on my iPad using the Autodesk app and imported them onto my computer. I use the image format settings on Keynote to remove the background, and I make a green or blue screen that is the same parameters as the image ratio for all my YouTube videos. And I then also make a transparent rectangle to add my text for my subs, which the font is my own handwriting I made on Calligrapher and exported. I take a screenshot and I import each image onto the timeline, and using the ciara effect, I make the background transparent. However, to make things simpler, I sometimes switch to the text add-on in Final Cut Pro when I'm short for time, or if I don't feel like going the extra mile for the upload, which happens more often than you think. I then shorten or lengthen the subs according to the length of each clip. I often have to do the same for the clips themselves, hence the rough cut at the start. Step 5. Importing music and making the intro. I get my music mostly from Thematic, which is a free website providing licenses to use the creators on the platform's music. I even get my music from 𝘂𝗵𝘁𝗺𝘃, which is similar. I download them and drag them onto the timeline and adjust the volume, and even add the music to fade in or out when I want to switch music or just stop it playing without having the dramatic cutoff. For my intros, I typically copy and paste the clips from the timeline to match the beat to make a montage. Step 6. Animations and transitions. I typically edit the mouse click and the notification pop-up animation using the tracker feature in the transform mode from the pop-up menu to make the image move throughout the clip. There are a lot of videos on YouTube which can explain it a lot better. As well as for transitions, I use the library from Final Cut Pro or even download some animating packs online. Step 7. Fonts. I watch videos from YouTube about font packs, and I also get them from Pinterest. The website I frequently visit is 𝘂𝘁𝗺𝘂, which I'll link in the description box, and I use the iPhone app to install them onto my iPad. And last but not least, step 8, the thumbnail. I use the apps Phonto, GoodNotes, and PicsArt. I use PicsArt for the collage layout, whether it be for 3 photos or 4. GoodNotes for the doodles and also my own personalized logo, and Phonto for the fonts to edit the style and placement. Instead of GoodNotes, which is a purchased app, I also used Autodesk, so the 3 apps that I just mentioned, minus GoodNotes, is free, so it's accessible to everyone. Start off with cheap equipment. If you start off with high-tech and complicated softwares with non-existent skills, it's an absolute nightmare for a beginner. It is not necessary to have expensive cameras and softwares to make high-quality videos or videos that would appeal to an audience. For example, my study vlog video, which I made last year, has 200,000 plus views, which I use iMovie and just my iPhone. Everyone's first video is bad. As much as we all don't want to admit it, the first time trying something is always going to be bad, so don't beat yourself up for it. I had to make a good 10 videos before I started taking YouTube seriously and made videos I liked. It's all about learning and improving your skills. Practice makes perfect, and it's okay to take inspiration from other YouTube videos made by your favorite creators, and I mean by taking elements from them and put a twist on them. At the start, it's gonna look pretty similar, but soon over time you're going to develop your own niche editing and learn how to get better with the editing. And lastly, have fun. I find YouTube as a creative outlet. Even if making videos to share and upload on a platform isn't for you, it's a fun process no matter how tedious it can be.
And I can't find a way to just ignore it, and I can't really take it anymore, 'cause I can't stop you from running around through my mind. Won't stop running, never will. I'll take some melatonin pills this time, 'cause I just wanna sleep tonight.